Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. AtR podcast. Gio Garcia here. I'm alongside Christian Mosqueda. Chris, we got a special guest in the building.
Yeah, Joe, we have a great guest who's going to give us a lot of insight. His fighters in the UK having one of the biggest fights of his career. We have Coach Roma, trainer of Bakhram Murtazaliev.
Hey, how
Coach,
you
first
guys
of all, thank you. Doing good, Coach. First of all, thank you for taking this interview, Coach. I know that you're busy. You got the UFC jersey on. We know that you were busy at some events this past weekend. Right now, your fighter is over in the UK. We know that you have him in good hands with your training team. First of all, tell me, how has this week been for you? I know you've been contacting background. Tell me how this week has been for you guys.
It's been good, man. His weight's good. He's been training. He's done with all the sparrings. It's fight week. Fight week is mainly just resting, recovering, getting all the energy. Uh, Tomorrow morning, I think 10 a.m. he has to do a weight check with the commission. The commission allows only 3% over the weight. So he's supposed to be like 158.6, I think. And that's a UK commission rule. It's a new thing. We didn't know about that. We just recently find out. So tomorrow is to be on his weight. Well, tonight he went to sleep, I think 159.2 or something like that. So tomorrow he'll be on weight. Then we make 154 on the day of the scale, which is going to be the Friday this week. And then we have, I think, 10 pounds over the weight the next morning. It can be only 10 pounds over or something like that. But yeah, everything goes by the plan. Everything's going smooth. Yeah, that's about it.
And again, Coach, obviously you get all the behind the scenes when it comes to that weight, the rules, all that stuff that us the fans don't really see. What we do see is social media, him at the gym, the face off, the gym. Obviously, we talked a little bit before the podcast. We saw some of those images of the face off between Bakhram and Kelly. What did you think of that? You seeing that, from a coach's perspective, just seeing that whole scene.
Bakhram is being Bakhram. He doesn't care about all these people cheering Kelly and Kelly being childish and bringing the face up to his own gym. Well, the face up was supposed to be somewhere outside in the city, but the rain started in England, so they ended up doing it at his gym. You know what I mean? Like, I'm surprised he didn't do it in his dining room. Bakhram doesn't care. He can go to his dining room or to his bedroom. He's still gonna be focused on a fight. You can't get him out of the focus. He was actually looking Kelly. Look at straight in his eyes. I think that was probably the worst look Kelly ever got in his life. So yeah, that's something like you wake up from a nightmare.
Yeah.
He was
And
trying to and have fun, but I don't think those things can get him off his game plan or get him off the zone or something. He's being himself, and that's it.
yeah, we saw Josh Kelly's a face. He looked pretty confident, Coach. And then you see Bakhram's face, and he's just got like that sinister little smile. Again, just tell me, what do you see? What do you think? What do you think is going on in Bakhram's mind? Is Josh Kelly trying to put up a good front? Obviously, we talked about, as fighters, you never go in thinking you're going to lose. You go in there thinking you're going to win, no matter who you're up against. So what did you take away from that little face-off between Josh Kelly and Bakhram?
Honestly, just like the past 23 opponents, Josh Kelly is trying the same thing. Thinking he's gonna win. Promoting the fight, being happy that he got the shot, and Bakhram is just being Bakhram. Focused on the fight. He doesn't care about what everybody thinks, what everybody wants. He knows, he's on a mission. He's got his goal. He's got another opponent in front of him, and he's gonna do his thing. Whatever we worked on the gym this past, I don't know, 3 months or 2.5 months, That's what he's focused on. That's it. Nothing else. He doesn't care about, what Kelly had in his mind, what he's planning. He doesn't care about all that. He's just focused on the fight.
And coach, it was no secret that you guys have been longing for a fight, longing for to fight anybody that was in the top 10, top 15. Many guys, sidestepping or not taking fight. Maybe they thought it was too much of a risk. What does it feel like to be here fight week? Obviously, I've come to visit you guys. I've interviewed you guys. It's been those interviews where I'm like, I hope you guys get a fight soon. I hope you guys get a fight soon. You guys are the champs. I'm no surprised that these guys are not trying to get the belt. So what does it feel like to finally be here? It's fight week. You have this name in front of you. You guys are again in the UK across the pond, but you have a fighter in front of you that you guys can finally make a statement on.
Well, a lot of respect to Josh Kelly for taking this fight, because all the other people, they were only calling us out after their victories in the ring, and then when it come to negotiations or like signing papers, they were all disappearing. Either the fighters were disappearing, or the managers were not okay with the fights, or the promoters were not okay with the fights. There was always somebody. It doesn't matter. I don't want to mention names, and no one really cares because we already have a fighter in front of us, an opponent. He's a decent opponent. He wants to be a world champion. I think he's done everything he possibly could to win this fight and become a world champion. He never got a chance like this, and this is a big opportunity for him. So I'm sure he did his best. And Bakhram, like always, he does his best no matter what. No matter what kind of fight, who's in front of him, he does his best. So we, this weekend on Saturday, we're gonna see whose best was best.
Yeah. And looking at the bookies, Bakhram is a favorite to come to this fight. But we always say, you as a trainer, you guys never overlook an opponent. What are some things that you have seen in tape on Josh Kelly? What are some things that he does well that, without giving out the game plan, what are some things he does well that you guys have done to prepare for him?
We've been underdogs, we've been favorites, and we were able to pull off no matter what. So now this time we're favored again. Last time we were underdog. It doesn't really matter. No one cares about all those things. Most of those people who makes those odds, they never been in a fight in their life. Maybe with their wives only. That's it. So nobody cares what they do, what they say. Like I said, those guys never been in a fight. So they're just looking at the fight, thinking about, oh, this is how it's gonna go. No, you gotta get hit in the face to feel how it's gonna go. Josh Kelly has been proven, with decent fighters. He had one former world champion against him, and he lost. He was actually stopped. The guy who stopped him, he's actually Armenian. David Avanesian is a good friend of mine. Talk to him a lot. Anyways, and now he's going against another active world champion, who I think is going to stop him again. That's my opinion. Yeah, but
Is there? Yeah.
I don't really care what kind of game plan he has. I think our game plan is going to work. I'm very confident in our game plan. I'm very confident in Bakhram's power, his weaknesses, his strength. I'm not really focused in his weaknesses because maybe he's improved, right? I'm more focused on his strength, what he does best, and we're gonna try to use that against him, and that's it.
And coach, you're talking stoppage, so I'm guessing you're predicting a stoppage. With that said, I know people don't normally say we're gonna knock him out by this round. By this round, the goal is just to win, and to win no matter which way. Are there any other goals that you want? Do you want Bakhram to get rounds? Do you want him to get, to work on certain things like his stamina or anything else, or do you just want to win?
We prepare for 12 rounds. If they want to give us extra 3 to make it 15 or 17 or 20, we're okay with that too. But if the opponent is going to be able to hang that much, then we don't know. But we prepare for 12 rounds. So stoppage will come. I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't think it's going to get to those championship rounds. I don't think we're going to see 11 or 12, maybe not even 10. Yeah. But from the first round on to all the way to round 12, make sure you don't blink. Because, you don't want to see when he drops him in a repeat, You want to see him right then, You don't want to see, oh shit, the guy's on the floor. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. How did it happen? No, you want to see how it happens. It's going to be fun.
So no bathroom breaks. Gio, no bathroom breaks.
No.
Don't get go.
No, yeah.
Have
Make sure you go to bathroom before the fight starts.
Yeah, have your popcorn ready before the fight.
Yeah, don't even chew on popcorn. Just have eyes open. Don't blink. Watch it all the time. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Coach,
And
Just
very fast. Josh is very fast on his feet. Very fast on his hands. He's got very good, reactions and very explosive fighter. So don't blink, man. Don't blink.
Coach, can you describe Bakhram Murtazaliev's power? Obviously, you train with him. You do the mitts, all the body punches. Is it, they describe heavy hand accuracy. Well, what type of power does he possess?
Some guys have this sharp power. Some guys have this very heavy-handed power. He's like more like he like crashes more. Like it's different, man. I've trained many guys like those super fast guys have like this sharp power, like needles. And then some guys have like very heavy-handed that they can move you, like they can punch you and you kind of get moved like from the heavy hand, or if you're holding the bag and they punch you, you feel like the bag is pushing you back. His is different, when he punches you, you don't move or you don't feel the sharpness, but you feel like your bones are gonna break. It's totally different. So yeah, like he might hit you in here and you might feel like back there or like down there, like it's different. You feel like your bones are getting smashed, kind of. That's the best way to describe on my end, because I feel those punches, right? And I felt many other punches, and I feel every single day from many people their punches too. And some people, they break you down slowly and then they'll finish you. He does not need all of that. He does not need all of that. He needs that one punch to finish you, to drop you. And if you're gonna get up, show hard and fight more and get dropped again and show hard, and like Tim Tszyu did, he showed tremendous heart. And or if you're not gonna do that, it's up to you. But if you get hit, you're gonna put a knee down.
Yeah, coach. When you talk about this power and the way he delivers the shots, I don't know why it comes to mind, but I think of a Triple G. I think of a Betcherviev. That kind of power. Would you say that's accurate?
Beterbiev has a little bit different. Maybe when he was younger, he had that kind of power. Now he has like this force. He wears you down, pushes you, right. Bakhram's power is like an explosion. It explodes like when you get hit, it's like an explosion. I never got hit in my head. Maybe some now and then, it slips from my hand and hit my face. I got lucky because the hand took the power before my face. But like even his opponents or sparring partners, like he's like an explosion. That's how they describe. And Golovkin, he fought few guys that I personally know. One of them is Vanes, and yeah, they said pretty much the same thing. That is kind of an explosion too. So maybe you can maybe compare it to Golovkin, yeah.
Yeah. And again, coach, you just mentioned Vanes. You trained him for a long time. Rest in peace, champ. I met him briefly one time at the wild card, and I hear nothing but great things about him. So rest in peace, champ. I know that he was very close to you, and you did post some some messages on your Instagram on him.
Right, close. We've been since he was 14 or 13, 26 years, 27 years almost. Yeah, so since the amateur days to all the way to the pro days and on and on.
Yeah. And again, coach, obviously, back to the Bakhram fight. This fight is happening in the UK. Obviously, you guys are still favored, but what are you guys preparing for? You know, we always hear things about judging, refs, the crowd swaying.
Judging is not right, man. What they did, they put a British judge in a ring, and they put a British judge outside. Normally, you get only one local judge. You know, the other three have to. It has to. This is how it is. Normally, you get one from your side, one from their side, and then two neutral.
Right.
So now the whole thing is they got two judges from England, and then two judges from where, which don't really matter. But they have the inside judge from England and the outside, one of the outside judges from England. And nothing against the judges, you know. I hope they, you know, do the right job, and I think they will. But you know, I don't know that's what they did, which was not okay. We didn't argue. We didn't ask any questions. We just signed the contract. We don't care.
Yeah. That's why you said stoppage, now leave it in their hands, correct?
Not like I don't trust the judges. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's an American judge. If you love boxing, if you do boxing because you love boxing and you've been judging for so many fights and you care about your reputation, you're gonna do the right job. I have a lot of respect for judges, and I don't care if they're English or American or whatever country they are. I have a lot of respect for them, and I think those are going to be good judges. And even though they're English and we're fighting a British guy, I think we're still going to get the right judgment. You know what I mean? That's what I think.
And Coach, you've been talking obviously to Bakhram. What is he saying? What are some of the sentiments that you can share with us of what's going on in Bakhram's mind?
Well, we had two sparrings in England. I was before and after talking to him and to the coaches, to the team. Everything went smooth. He was feeling good. We've done about, I don't know, like good 140 rounds of sparring in LA in my gym, and all the sparrings went fine. You know, we had two sparrings over there only, and we didn't need more. You know, because it was just recovery time. And now he's just kind of resting and eating well, drinking a lot of water. Make sure he's hydrated, doing the right weight. I mean, we never had problem with weight cut. Last time he stepped on a scale with Tim Zhu. It was like almost a year and a half ago, whatever, but 15 months ago. But when he was on a scale, he was 151 point something, right? So 151 pounds when the limit was 154. Like I always told anyone, from 147 to 160, this guy has no problem. 160, we will not cut any weight. 154, we cut very little weight. 147, he can make it, but we're not interested.
Yeah. Obviously, the 154 division is the very loaded division, and probably the division where you can make the most money. Obviously, Coach, you said that you guys are pretty much just focused on the fight ahead, and obviously focused on just the task at hand. But you guys are sharing a weekend with other well-known fighters, and Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson. With Bakhram just focused on this thing, do you think it's possible he steals the weekend show?
Xander Zayas as well at 154. Xander Zayas is fighting on the 31st.
Yes, 100%. You guys are right. There's a lot of nice fights, a lot of good fights. I think the biggest one, the most known fight, is the Shakur fight of them all, you know. And then, I think if we get a nice knockout, we might steal the show, right? So, yeah.
My last question. Yeah, sorry.
In England, right? We're in England, so our fight is going to be ahead of like the first fight of the weekend. So I think we're going to great opening for them, for the people, you know.
My last question, Chris. Coach, let's get into your mind. What do you say to Bakhram when he's walking down a tunnel, when you're hearing Sweet Caroline all night long? The fans are going to be excited. Obviously, the Brits are going to be behind their fighter. What do you say to a guy like Murtazaliev right as he's going to walk out to that big stage?
I normally tell him, you know, all the work is done. Just go and, you know, the homework is done. Go take the test. That's it. The homework is done. He's prepared, so just go do your thing. That's it. There's not much to say anymore, you know. Like here now, I'm not one of those coaches who scream a lot from the corner. I might get excited when he drops an opponent and just scream. But most times I'm not the one who screams a lot in a corner. I try to be as calm as possible. The calmer you are, the better for the fighter. So yeah, just keep calm and have him go handle the business.
So, Coach, you're not going to be in the corner telling him that he's a fireman in the corner?
Yeah, he's gonna do his thing. He's got our team, 2 members of our team. They're gonna take care of business. I have 3 other fighters the same day fighting over here in the evening. So it's gonna be a busy weekend. I'm gonna have to be live with him, with one of the cornermen over the phone, whatever, and then watch the fight on TV. Then the same evening, I have to corner 3 other guys over here.
Yeah. And Coach, like Gio said, Xander Zayas, the other belt holder at 154, is fighting, the same day as him. Is Bakhram aware that, sometimes when fighters have closed fight dates, there's a possibility that the negotiation behind the scene is because they want to fight that person, around the same time?
Listen, man, Xander Zayas will never fight Bakhram. We are already so confident that none of the champions will ever fight Bakhram. Have we been trying every single one of them for 15 months? I don't even know if their promoters or managers go and tell those fighters that, because it's not a good fight for them. We're so confident that no one's going to fight him. It's been for 15 months. People called us out as soon as the negotiation starts, it falls apart. Right? Like, man, I'd rather not talk about this. And Xander Zayas is a young fighter. Why would he try to go after the boogeyman? Why? Why would he want to, let him build himself? He's a young fighter. He can be the future of this sport. He can literally be the future of this sport, build himself, get stronger, get better, and next few years take over the whole 154 division. If he can, of course, right? Stay focused. Why would he after Bakhram and eat those punches? I mean, he's a great fighter, man. I don't think he needs that road. I mean, we are willing to take that fight without even any conversation, without even anything. Just contact the promoter, contact the manager, whatever. We're done. We're down. Okay, let's go. But I don't see that fight happening. You have to understand. We tried Fondura. We tried everybody, man. Okay, and some people were offered good amount of money. Like Turkey, Ali Sheikh said on podcast, he was like, literally, he's like, as soon as I mention Bakhram's name, no one wants to talk to me anymore. The conversation is over. He said it live on podcast. He's like, I've tried to get this guy to fight all the top guys. None of them took the fight. And that's the truth. He's not lying. Why would he want to lie? And that's not does that. Even the opponents' promoters themselves go out and said, "Oh, we don't want those fights because we're looking for easy fights or a tune-up fight or this or that." That's why that's why we're not even. I don't know. We're not even focused on that anymore. We just focused on whoever they put in front of us, and we're actually focused on maybe get a title from a 160-pounder. I don't know what's happening with Johnny Beck. Let's see what happens to him if he keeps his titles or he loses because he got suspended or something like that. I'm not sure what happens, But I think if he goes south, then those titles are going to be vacant, right? We're down to step up. We're down to step up. Even if it doesn't happen, we're down to fight anybody. There's Lara. There's, what's his name? Adonis, right? Anybody 160, let's go. 154, any title holder, let's go. But it's tough. I don't think it's going to happen. So we're going to just be patient and wait to see who they're going to put in front of us. Anybody they put, if it makes sense, if it's not like somebody from not even in the rankings, of course it's not nice. That's not a good way. But if the person qualifies, then we're ready to go.
Yeah. No, and again, Coach, once again, thank you for taking the time to interview with us. Again, I know it's a quick turnaround. It's fight week. You're focused. You're communicating with Bakhram. It's a long time coming for you guys. We just saw. Obviously, we try to be impartial when it comes to the fight game, but let's be honest, we're also friends and we have our little biases. We're happy that you and Bakhram got this fight. We know it's been a long time coming. Another friend of the podcast, Raymond Muratay, just got a fight. Huge win over Andy Cruz. He was in the same spot you guys were. Nobody wanted to fight him, and then these moments have come. So for us, I think I speak for Gio when I say that we're very happy that you guys are in this moment, having a fight, and we understand it's a statement time. So again, we are so happy that you guys are opening, obviously, the fight weekend, a huge fight weekend. I believe that in the UK time, Gio, correct me if I'm wrong, they fight around 1:30 or 2 p.m. for main event?
Yeah, Pacific, yes.
Yes. So yeah, Coach, we just wish you guys the best of luck. We'll be tied to our seats. Gio's not going to take a bathroom break at all, so we're going to see this action.
Yeah, let's go, man. We all gonna. I'm gonna watch just like you guys. I'm not there, so very excited too. Bakhram's very excited. So let's see what happens. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna win this one, and then let's see who's next. Let's see who's gonna step up this time.
And Coach, obviously after the fight, let's say everything happens that you say will happen. Do you tell Bakhram when you get the mic, say these names? Have you guys practiced any names for him to say, or is it just?
We don't do.
Awesome.
His mic, he wants to say whatever he wants to say, man. We don't practice nothing. I do my job. I train him. I get him ready for these fights. That's all I do. I don't care about anything he says. It's his time. Let him shine. Do whatever he want to do and say whatever he wants to say.
Gio, any final questions before we let Coach rest? We know that he's got a locked-in week this week.
No, more than anything, best of luck. Not that you guys need it, but Saturday, January 31st, live from England, The Zone. Murtazaliev, 23-0. Josh Kelly, 17-1. We're looking forward to this fight, Coach.
Thank you very much for whatever you guys do for the boxing community. Thank you for everything.
And Coach, let Bakhram know that the guys from Against the Ropes wish him nothing but luck.
You got it, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you.
Boxing fans, this is a must-watch. Do not miss it. Saturday. Thank you so much, Coach Roma Kalantaryan. We're signing out.
You're good.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Hola amigos, soy Juan Francisco AtR. Quiero mandar un saludo para mis amigos de Contra las Cuerdas. Échenle muchas ganas, un abrazo, muchas bendiciones.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. You know what mine is? Let's box, bitches. It's almost fight night.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. Thank you for the support. Keep doing your thing. You're doing a great job. So thank you and best wishes.
Against the Ropes. Huge shout out to Against the Ropes. Against the Ropes.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. Thank you guys for the interview, and hope to see you guys soon.
Against the Ropes, always doing the right thing.
Shout out to Against the Ropes, man. I appreciate you guys for having me, taking the time out your day.
Against the Ropes,